John here, and welcome to another episode of Cheat Meal Life, where we help people lose weight and keep it off while still enjoying food to the max. Now, today we're going to talk about tracking calories. Everyone's favorite topic.
Great! Yay!
Now, is it really necessary to go through all that trouble and work to track the calories? I mean, can't I just watch what I eat, exercise a little bit more, and still get the same results? Well, let's get into it. Now, I'm going to come out straight away and just tell you, if you want to lose weight, you better be tracking calories. Tracking calories is crucial, absolutely necessary. Let me fill you in on a universal truth. Fat people always think they're eating less than they really are. And skinny people that are trying to gain weight always think that they are eating more than they really are. Every single time. I have had conversations on both sides, particularly these skinny dudes that are trying to put on muscle, and the conversation is always the same. I mean, it's like identical conversations no matter how many people I have this conversation with. And here's how it goes. Hey man, how's the weight gaining process going? You putting on that muscle? Well, bro, I'm lifting, I'm eating like crazy, but I'm just not gaining weight. I'm like, well, you're not eating enough. And they're like, no, bro, you don't understand. I am eating so much. I'm like, are you gaining weight? Well, no, but bro, you don't, dude, just stop. Let me make it simple for you. If you are not gaining weight, you are not eating enough. And by the way, these people that think that they're eating tons, they eat like birds. They'll be putting down 4, 5, 6 meals, and I find out what they're eating. I'll eat that in one meal, and I still got 3 more to go in the day. Please. But the reverse is also true. People that are very overweight, they think that they're eating a lot less than they really are. They don't realize that caramel mocha frappa java coffee drink they had, hey dude, that has 800 calories. Guess what? That counts. Those are real calories. Oh, that half a Snickers bar that was just a little snack because you were feeling weak or whatever it is. That counts. All these calories, whether you drink it, whether it's a little here, a little there, it all adds up. And a lot of times they just don't count those calories or they don't even think about it. The reason you have to track calories is if you don't know where you're starting from, you can't make course corrections throughout the process. If you think you're eating 2,000 calories a day and you're actually eating 3,500, you got a problem. How are you going to correct and start dropping calories? Well, you think, oh, I'm already pretty low, so I'm going to drop 200 or 300 calories. You're not tracking it, and you're starting at 3,500 when you think you're at 2,000. Well, that's not going to make a big difference. So you have to know your baseline. You have to know what you're eating. And at first, yes, it is a little bit of work, but whoever said losing weight is easy? I mean, hey, you got to suck it up. Initially, the first day, 2 days, week, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more work calculating the calories and things like that. And I don't think you need to get into the carbs and the protein and the fat. Just track the calories. That's going to give you a good idea of where things are at. And there's a lot of tools to do this. I mean, MyFitnessPal, for example, is a super easy way. It's on the phone. You just punch in the food and it'll tell you the calories and it'll keep track of it throughout the day. Over time, you're going to need this information. Now, over a month, over 2 months, you may start losing a lot of weight, but it may plateau. And the data that you record in your journal about what you eat, when you eat it, how many calories, this stuff is going to be very helpful when you start to look at it. You can start making adjustments. Okay, I can cut another 200 calories or whatever it is, or maybe I need to increase my cardio, whatever it may be. You have the information there at the ready to where you can actually look at it and say, okay, here's what I can try. This is what I can do different. Here's where I can make some adjustments because you know exactly where you're at because you've been tracking it. Now, me personally, I'm old school. I like to keep a journal. I like to write things down. And just to show you an example of how I do it, here's kind of how I record it. I like to use colors and like I said, I like to write things down on here. So I keep track of what I eat, when I eat it. I weigh myself every single day. Obviously I put the date down and then I add up the calories. And again, on here, you'll see that I kept track of the fat, the carbs, and the protein. But, ultimately, when I went back and looked at the data, I never really used that information. It was really the calories that I found the most useful. So kind of going back and doing that, I can show you a little more, just what these kind of entries look like day by day. This is how I did it, and I found this just tremendously helpful. I can't tell you how many times I would go back and look at this information. I mean, a million times. And another thing about these journals, when you go through and write it down and you fill up an entire journal, that sense of accomplishment. I'm like, I just filled this entire journal up. It motivated me, it made me feel great about myself, and it really just kept me passionate and excited to just keep on going through the process. Tracking these calories in the journal isn't as much work as you think it is. Initially, yeah, you got to figure this stuff out, but you're going to find that you're really going to eat the same foods over and over and over. You'll find what you like, you find what works for you, and you actually enjoy these foods, and you're really not going to end up mixing it up. Over a course of a couple months, you'll probably end up eating a lot of the same things, and you know how many calories are in there. So all you really need is maybe a couple minutes at the end of the night, and you got it down. Stop horsing around, get serious. Download MyFitnessPal, get yourself a journal, whatever you prefer, and start tracking your calories. This is a game changer. You start doing this, you are going to notice you're going to start getting rapid results because you know exactly where you're starting from and you can make adjustments as you need to. Trust me, this makes all the difference. So I hope you found this information useful. I know it's useful, but you got to do something about it. You actually got to use and apply in your life. So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, you can lose weight and still eat great. We'll see you in the next episode.